Before starting the setup, make sure the legs of the table are locked and that the linen is even all around. The Guacamole Station is an action station, also referred to as a man station. This means there will be a chef that stands behind it and operates it when it is ready to open. In this case, the chef will be mashing avocados for the actual guacamole. For this video, we will be setting up the glassware on the left side of the table, with the condiments and toppings in the middle, and the chips and silverware on the right side of the table. It does not matter what side you set up the glassware on, as long as it is accessible to the chef. Start with a crate, making sure the inside is facing the side where the chef will be standing as shown. This will provide height and containment for the glassware. You will also have an element of height for the other end of the table, in this case a black wooden chair. Next, you will have a tray which can be propped up at an angle on the chair as shown. This tray is for the different types of chips for the station. There will be 3 to 4 different types of chips that can simply be placed inside the tray and spill onto the table as needed. Just keep each type of chip in its own section, but they can be right next to each other on the station. Then, you should have a few black metal risers. These can be spread out in the front section of the table. Lastly, add your other pieces of decor. Here, we have 3 wooden candlesticks and pillar candles. You can place them on top and in front of the crate, as long as they do not get in the way of the chefs or the guests when they are trying to reach for something on the station. Next, you want to put out the bowls and figure out the spacing you will need. Bowls can be round as shown, or square and wavy. Refer to the checklist for the correct type of bowl. The number of bowls may vary from party to party, so make sure to consult with the chef as to how many bowls you will need, as this can affect your spacing on the table. You will also need 1 extra large bowl for the avocados themselves. Make sure to have spoons ready, 1 for each bowl. Then, you can put out the small cocktail forks lined up on the chair as shown. Lastly, make sure to have a stack of napkins on the station. If you have a bigger guest count and there is no room on the chair after you put out all the forks, simply place the napkins on the end of the table. Once you have figured out all the spacing you need for the bowls, you can begin to put out glassware. Here, we will be using mini martini glasses, but glassware can differ from party to party, so be sure to refer to the checklist for the correct type of glassware. Regardless of the glassware, be very careful when putting them out, as they are easily knocked over. You can stack up to 2 high if needed, but always make sure they are steady. Put out as many glasses as you can while still saving room for the chef to operate. Put any extra racks of glassware under the table, accessible to the chef, so if they need to pull out more, it will be easy for them.